Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Hypovolemia with Arturio and Maris. Okay, so there's several different things I want to talk about. Um, there's this thing over here. There's this thing over here which we've talked about, but I want to talk about a little bit more. And there's this thing which we've seen before. Um, if I bring up the quest book, yeah, I was trying to figure out how in the world am I going to come up with 100 wyvern cores. I've done some of the draconium quests, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. Anyway, let's see. MFR. I finished MFR. And the way I did it was somebody on the forums said that if I put, well, they didn't say if I put it here because they don't know what my setup is, but they said if I had a slaughterhouse and I fed normal mobs into it, not passive mobs, it would in fact produce pink slime. So I took my structure here and I replaced the grinder with a slaughterhouse. And I had to rework the plumbing a little bit because it just works a little differently. I produced pink slime, which I ended up using all of it. So that took a while because they don't make pink slime every time something gets killed, and they don't make a lot of pink slime. So I basically just kind of let it run. And that's part of the reason why I set this up over here. When I want to kind of let this run, I come over here and I do Thaumcraft. So at this point, I think I have done all of the Thaumcraft that isn't forbidden magic. And it's a tedious process. In one of the previous videos, I kind of showed how you do the research. I use a website that has a research finder that shows you how to link the two things that you're researching. If you do a Google search for it, you can find it. So pretty much, I don't think I've left any of these out. Like all the ones that have the weird umbra about them, or I think they're all forbidden magic. So I've not done any of those. Yeah. Okay. There may be some in these bottom ones that I have not finished yet. Yeah, like I haven't done that one. I haven't done that one. I haven't done that one. Yeah, okay, so maybe there's some of the very, very bottom ones I haven't done yet. I don't really know what purpose these serve. These ones, what I think for is if you set up an ME network, I think this is to interface your ME network with your Essentia distillation stuff. That's what I think that's for. I'm not positive. That's what it kind of looks like, though. And the technomancy, I guess that's just how you. I guess that's just how you make some of this stuff. I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. I'll just stick it in there and I'll do it later. Okay. But something I did discover. Somebody also said a way to refill your wands is if you kill mobs and kind of stand near the corpses, they do drop a little bit of aspects, and if you have your wands on your hotbar, you will absorb those aspects. That is technically true. It's an incredibly slow process. You have to kill many mobs, and you're not always going to get aspects that you need. And if you get aspects that your wands are already full of, it basically just wastes it. So that's not a really effective way. So what I've been doing is I've chosen one of these over here. that I refill my wands with. And then after I do that, I take my cardboard box and I right click on it, and then I shift right click, and I get a whole new node. Now, this is probably cheaty as hell. And you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. This is somewhat dangerous because I have gotten a hungry node, and I actually kind of died to fix this because it's hard to get back to it and get a cardboard box on it to swap it to a different kind. If I knew I was going to get a hungry node, there's stuff you can do to make a really, really big hungry node. You basically just feed stuff to it, and everything you feed to it, it absorbs those aspects, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. But you have to be set up for it. You have to know that that's what's going to happen. So this is a little bit tedious, but honestly, it's better than going out and killing mobs. All right, what do I still need? I need, for both of them, I need, I think, Perdicio. There we go. Nope, I guess I need Ordo. And I guess Ordo is one of the rarest ones of all to get, so that's it is tedious to do this way. Okay. There we go, a little bit of Ordo. And the other thing is, once you've placed a node in a location and scanned it with your thermometer, like I've already scanned this, okay? So each time I recraft these nodes with the cardboard box, it basically knows that the X, Y, and Z coordinates of this aura node have already been scanned in the thermometer, and so you can't do it again. So while it might be a nice way to get aspects, it doesn't work. There we go, there's a little bit more. That may not be enough to fully fill this wand. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That will be. And then I'm going to reset it to something. Yeah, let's leave it on that. Okay. Now, the reason I did that was because I want to show you why I've been having to recharge those wands. So with my setup over here, I've been making warded glass. So the glass is easy enough to make. The zombie brains I got from my thing over there. I put a safari nut with a zombie in it, and that was how I got the zombie brains. And that's exactly why I did this, was because I knew I would want a lot of warded glass. And what's left of the warded glass I had is all there. I may need that for other stuff, but I basically was just doing this for demonstration purposes. So over here, this is my wither killing chamber. Okay, this is all warded glass, so this is wither proof. and it has like this little airlock feature. The door is only 1x2, so he's too big to get out. And let me go grab some stuff. And there's a couple of reasons I need to do this. For one, the recipe to make the crystal clusters to turn this into a tier 6 altar takes nether star blocks, which it's a ridiculous amount of them. And you know what? I'm going to turn these back on. Because it also takes ridiculous amounts of diamonds and emeralds. Okay, so you take the wither essence, and you get the wither skulls. Okay, and in my machine over there, I also put my my safari net that had a wither skeleton in it, and I ran it. And you get some wither skeleton skulls. That was how I made my wither seeds. But you don't get very many. You get like maybe one an hour. But you do a little better than that on, and I'll need a lot of this stuff. But see, I've been getting wither or nether stars. Is that everything? I need those. And I'll need some gold. And that's where I've been getting all these too, is from those reward bags you get for killing the bosses. Is that everything? Let me see how many of the see, I still got quite a bit of zombie brains in there, and a fair amount of necrotic bones. Put that back so it knows where to put it. But if you stand under here, it fills up with this stuff, so you have to periodically clean it out. And I've got so many bows and magic items that I need to just... I wish there was like a way to automatically void that stuff, but I haven't been able to figure one out yet. So, all right, so here's what you do. You come in here. And you want to back up far because his initial explosion, while it won't damage anything, will damage you if you're too close to him. So this is how you kill the wither. And sometimes he'll hit me, but for the most part, he can't get me here. And then you kill the wither, and you get a yellow heart, and you get another star. Now, I'm to the point now where I really kind of, every time I kill him, I need to at least do it twice. So we're going to do it again so that I can demonstrate the next thing. But see, I didn't even take any damage from that. This will take just a minute here. Now, if you don't want to do all of Thaumcraft, or even as much Thaumcraft as I did, you can get to the part of Thaumcraft that gets warded stuff relatively easily, fairly quickly. So you don't have to do all of it if you don't want to. Okay, so now what we're do is take one of the yellow hearts, turn it into a red heart. And you make a red heart canister. And that's how you make a yellow heart canister. Now, so that's how you make both the red heart canisters, the yellow heart canisters. The green heart canisters, they used to drop from the spirits of Gaia in Britannia, and maybe they still do, or at least the green hearts, not necessarily the green heart canisters. But there's not a way to make a green heart canister, so I'm thinking no. You used to be able to even upgrade to a green heart canister from like a yellow heart, but you can't do that anymore. So the ones that I have, these are from quest rewards, and there are a few others that have quest rewards. I don't know if there's enough to get 10. It's possible that if you kill the spirits of Gaia, you may get green hearts. We'll find out when I get that far. So anyway, I think that's all I want to do for today. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that 12 more times off camera, and I'm going to fill these out with yellow heart canisters. And that way, when I do some of the other stuff down the road, I'll have nearly maximum hearts, and it makes you a lot more survivable when you do other things. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them on YouTube. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please leave a like on it. And if you haven't subscribed, it would be awesome if you'd subscribe to my channel. It helps my numbers a lot. And thank you for watching. This is Arturio signing out.